So it is rolling. Okay, hi guys. This question was a little bit unexpected, so but it is what it is. Okay, I've I've tried for some long this new set because I'm talking in my living room, not in my bedroom anymore. And so I think the light is a little bit better, but the set is completely chaotic. As you see, I have like tarot cards and plants and, well, I don't know, projectors, and of course my dinner table over there. I just had lunch, so I hope everything is okay with you guys. Today, this has been quite a ride, okay, because we had the two last eclipses of the year, and today we're going to talk about this upcoming super full moon that is going to happen between the 6th of October and the 7th of October. I know my English is a little bit rusty, but bear with me. So I don't know, well, actually I know why I decided to make this video in English. It has been quite a long time. I was going to make a video about Uranus retrograde in Gemini, as I should, and I didn't. And then we're going to have Pluto direct, and I'm going to make another one in English about this Pluto direct in Aquarius. Well, one has to manage, but it has been so many things at the same time that, well, it has been a tough one, okay? So I hope you guys are all okay, all well, okay, in spite of the chaos and war that is going on in the world. I'm just finishing my divinatory arts agenda because I make one every single year. I just made one in English in 2023, no, 2024. And well, this has been a ride, and I was just writing about the last time that the North Node was in Aquarius, and guess what? It's what happened, the Munich Olympic Games in 1972, that we had this terrorist attack. We had, the internet coming up. So I'm quite, I'm really inspired by, and a little bit fearful at the same time. And I'm looking forward for the next year. 2026 is going to be a year of one in numerology. So I cannot wait, but at the same time I'm a little bit fearful because Chiron and Neptune and Saturn, they're going to be at the 0 degrees in Aries. So let's see what happens, okay? So one thing at a time. I was talking about Aries, okay? Well, we have a red lipstick, we have cherries, we have these amazing flowers over here. And I guess everyone, in the internet right now is really invested in knowing about the grunge CD that Carey made back in the 90s. Well, actually, I was talking to my best friend, shout out Miguel, a little bit kiss to you, Miguel Morado, and he's a big fan of, the 90s divas. First one, of course, Beyonce. This is quite, everyone is going to have a diva. Never mind. I had mine on my own. I had BJORK. I just love BJORK. Was the first CD I ever bought, and today this episode is inspired in BJORK because she's a Scorpio. Right now Mars is in Scorpio, so Mars is the ruler of Aries, and for me BJORK is like the epitome of someone that is torn between the Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. So I feel that she's really intense and at the same time pioneer, kind of like really on her own lane, in Sagittarius, like being a mutable sign, and Scorpio being a fixed water sign. And several years ago Scorpio was ruled by Mars and not Pluto, and Pluto was only discovered in 1930. So it's really, I felt that was the energy that was necessary. But we're going in a minute talk about that. But I feel that the internet is quite invested in, well, Madonna interviews. Right now Pluto is in Aquarius, so it's making opposition to Leo, and so Leos are really forced to change the way they see the world since last year, or like 2 years ago. And we have the investment, the last week investment, that's Carey having a grunge CD, and she's an Aries sun sign. And actually Carey was my second CD ever, and then was John Bon Jovi, that's the Piscean like me. and it's really funny. Okay, so kudos to Mariah Carey, kudos to Generation X and all the amazing people that made it grunge happen. I don't consider that as a grunge CD. I feel like this really copycat sounded like something that she decided to mess around, that kind of sonority, but it hasn't had that, that raw feeling to it. So I feel like it's a little bit a styling effect more than anything else. So, but Bjork, this is like a punk rock, operatic, uh, post everything, post modernism. I feel that Bjork is like she's like 30, 40, 50 years ahead of every one of us. I feel like, Rosalie is amazing, Arca is amazing. I feel it's, well, it's different, but at the time that Bjork came up, after her Sugar Cubes era, I felt that that there was something that's so unique in her voice and mannerisms and the vocalisms that she made was just amazing. So this full moon in Aries is the hunter. This is the hunter moon, okay? And she has this amazing, perhaps it's my favorite. I'm getting goosebumps because I don't know if it was 1997 or 1998, but I was a pre-teenager, and I just fell in love with well, my first CD of Bjork was Post, and then my father bought Debut, and my father, I was going to buy another Portuguese, another CD from a Portuguese band. That's the Rage of the Sugar. Well, Sugar Cubes and the Rage of the Sugar. It's so funny looking back. And they're a Portuguese band. They're really kind of, they're really funny. They have that franks up a sense of humor, and I just fell in love with them. But my father told me, well, don't do that. Just buy the Bjork CD instead. This girl's just insane. And my father had, all the, Devo CDs, Frank's Up. I grew up listening to Nina Hagen and Klaus Nomi and David Bowie and Lou Reed. So these were the references, and he said, well, you have to listen to this girl. And I just fell in love with her and the voice, and it was completely different than anything I ever listened to. And then the visuals, oh my god, the visuals for Post are just insane, and Debut was just beautiful. That sepia photographs that she has on the cover, and the booklet. And then we have Homogenic, and I that in fashion alone, it's just one for the win and for the ages, but the sounds were just so heavy. I feel that Arca is like the direct son of of Bjork, a son or daughter, whatever you want to call him, but it's just amazing. And Rosalia, the same thing, has so many musicians that really are inspired by her. It's just amazing. And then that work with her as well. So this is the Hunter Moon. Hunter is a song by Bjork, and it is and it's covered on the album Homogenic. And I'm just looking back into my childhood and pre-teenage years, blasting my CD and listening to that, all afternoons after I come from my school, from classes, and I was just so happy listening to that, and the lyrics, and trying to uncover and discover what she meant, but by every single reference. And well, I just by memory, I just wrote it a little bit. And Hunter is like, it was launched in the 22nd of September, so it was during Libra season, which is amazing. Okay, it's a little bit of synchronicity, and here it goes. If travel is searching and home has been found, I'm not stopping, I'm going hunting. I'm the hunter. I bring back the goods, but I don't know when. It's a little bit funny because when I was a kid, I sang, I'll bring back the gods. God, Jesus. I'm not stopping. I thought I could organize freedom. How Scandinavian of me. And then we have this, na, 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 na. It's just beautiful. You go listen to that song. And you could smell it. So you left me on my own to complete the mission. Now I'm alone. Now I'm leaving all behind. So this is quite a really, really Aries kind of stuff to say. So you left me on my own and I'm leaving all behind. I felt similar every time I met like a sun signed Aries woman. I had so many friends during my school years that were Aries, and I just felt inspired by by both girls and boys, but mostly girls, because this is a masculine energy. When we have a masculine energy in a woman, it's just like, that girl, she's fired completely. That girl's on fire. Well, even Alicia Keys, she's an Aries sun sign, so that's it. Lady Gaga is an Aries sun sign. Every time we have, and mostly the industry is carried by women in fire signs. We have Britney Spears is a Sagittarius, Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius, and now we're switching a little bit for Aries. Megan Thee Stallion is Aquarius, and Doja Cat, she's a Libra as well, and Cardi B, she's a Libra with lots of stuff in Scorpio as well. And it's really, really amazing to see that masculine energies, air and Aries, they really do the trick. It's really, really, even my favorites. We have BJORK, but she's almost Sagittarius. We have Tori Amos, who is a Leo as well, with a Scorpio rising. We have so many. And Kate Bush, she's a Leo as well. So we have this energy, this creative energy that is masculine. And I feel that people really get annoyed when I say proactive and some an energy that is proactive, and the other one is receptive. But to make something grow, you have to wait, you have to be receptive, even when you are a creator. But I feel that in terms of industry, because it always was meant for men in the first place, it is just amazing to see how women with this energy they really bloom. They've gotten that that energy to get their own way. Okay, so I feel that perhaps it was the only way possible. Okay, we have some cases, but they are really vulnerable. So we have Lana Del Rey, that's a Cancer, but almost Gemini. We have the most, post-punk rockish and grunge, Courtney Love, that is also Cancer sun sign. We have many women, in musical business in Cancer sun signs actually, and in management as well. But it's different. Okay, it's quite different. And when we have someone from Pisces sun sign, usually they are men with other energies to match that that feminine essence, and be a little bit more more I'm going to use the word again, proactive, and get their own way. Okay, so right now with Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus in Gemini, where you already know Saturn right now, and Neptune is going to be in Pisces in a couple of days, but we're having this change of energy, this energy shift since, I don't know, well, since 2008, when Saturn was in Capricorn, and we started to see some structures dismantled by completely, and Pluto went on Capricorn during 2020, and it has been hell on earth since then. Well, it has been on hell on earth since we can remember, but in modern times this has been, well, very, very chaotic, and since 2023, when Saturn and Neptune went into Pisces, we're ending an era of energies that are mostly earthy and watery. Okay, because earth and water are feminine, and we felt during several centuries that we had to accumulate wealth and be rich, so that we could feel full and whole. And right now we are feeling with this energy of air and fire, that we have to be less attached to all these things, okay? And that if we something happens, and and Earth is teaching all these things, with all these natural things that have been happening, like tornadoes and storms, and earthquakes have been really something going on, since Saturn went entered Aries. And Saturn is discipline, and Aries is ego, and the essential energy and primitive energy and origin. So it rules leaders. We have new leaders, but we also have dictatorships, and Aries is like this really competitive and really an egocentric kind of sign. It can be with the necessary shadow work, it could be a good leader, but if not, it's like a child, okay, in steroids. So challenge on sugar, not steroids, sorry. So we're going to get back to the Hunter moon. So this all saying that is really important, because the Hunter moon is going to happen in Aries, and it's a masculine sign, and the moon rules Cancer, okay? That's also cardinal sign and is a water sign. So it is pretty amazing that our emotions are going to feel right now really volatile, and perhaps we're going to tell other people what we think or feel with a little bit rashness. So think about March of 2025. What have you manifested in that new moon in Aries? We had an eclipse as well. So let us think about that particular space and time when you had that, that change, or you felt that you were changing, individually. Because Aries is all about motivation, is about action, is about knowing what you want. So right now, everything that you intended on March 2025, it's going to erupt on the 6th, 7th of October, and in following days, okay? So right now, this is going to be, I already said that on the predictions of October, but it's going to be a month about truth or consequence. It's going to be a deal maker or a deal breaker. We already had the 2 eclipses, one in Pisces, another one in Virgo, and it's all about empathy and leaps of faith and taking care of business, and not everything having to be perfect. And now we're going to step up into next year, during July to 2026. We're going to step up into Aries, and the axis is going to, Aquarius, and the axis is going to be Aquarius with Leo. That is also a fire sign. So having Saturn, Chiron, Neptune in Aries, this is going to be more aggressive, and the time is going to feel that is speeding up. Perhaps it's not only because it's going to be because we're already in autumn, we already celebrated the equinox, but time is going to feel much more, it's going to feel quicker. I don't know what is happening, because I feel that people in general feel a little bit more tiresome, and everything is going so fast that what we have to do is to center ourselves in our gardens, our personal gardens, okay? So this first full moon since the equinox, and it's a super full moon because it's so close to Earth, and it's the first of 3, I guess. It's going to be a deal maker or breaker, okay? Exactly just like the month of October, because we have Mercury in, it's going to be in Scorpio on the same day, okay? So we have Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. So this is literally truth or dare. We have to be really truthful and really genuine about what we want, who we are, and what are our intentions, okay? If not, we're going to backfire a lot, okay? So this full moon is going to be a revelation of what you really want, or what you really are for yourself and other people. So this is like kind of a Seven of Swords. It's going to be a revelation of something that was hidden, perhaps, okay? If not, it's going to be a celebration of your individuality. Like, kudos to myself, because I've been doing like really good the last months. I've been really truthful to myself, and because we have Sun in Libra, and Libra is about karma. It's about equality. It's about being truthful. I always remind myself that, like, the card of Libra is justice, and justice is like having like a Queen of Swords, and maxim, like the maxim energy of the Queen of Swords is just you cannot pass that. It's like an Ace of Swords. It's like whatever happens, it's meant to happen, okay? Even if to cut the cord with something or someone or something that you're doing that is not aligned with yourself. Come on, we already had the North Node in Aries. If you haven't addressed that, now is the time to address, because Saturn and Neptune are in the last degrees of Pisces. In Pisces it is the sign that talks about illusions, and it is meant to discipline us, because Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. So it is about karma as well. We are finalizing like a cycle, you know, and now and then after that it's going to be tough, because Chiron is making conjunction with Saturn and Neptune at the same time in Aries in February 20th. That's my birthday, okay? It's a lot, and I have the North Node in Aries as well, so fingers crossed. And but you have to address it previously, okay? What is not aligned with myself? It is my family life, it is my choices, it is my partnerships, it is the way that I present myself, it is the way that I eat, that I sleep, that I work. Am I doing too much for others or less for others? Something like that, okay? But it has to be aligned with yourself, because this has to do with motivation. Mars is in Scorpio, but it just loves to be in Scorpio. It's just like I said previously, Pluto, before ruling, you know, Pluto only was discovered in 1931 or 30, and Mars ruled equally Aries and Scorpio. So like they're like twins, okay? So for me, BJORK and Mariah Carey, even they look like so far apart, I know they are those kind of ladies that you don't want to mess with them, okay? Mariah is like the diva, and she can be like quite quirky and funny, but well, she throws shade when she wants to. And BJORK, whenever we have like paparazzis around her, she's going to get, you know, WWE, you know, happening around there. So I wouldn't mess with them. It's the same thing with this full moon. I wouldn't mess with this full moon. If you are the ones that listen to all those crap, you know, those crappy things that we're going to manifest during a full moon, please don't do it, because it is not the energy. It's not the right energy to manifest anything. The right energy to manifest anything is the new moon and the crescent moon, okay? The full moons are not for, you know, they're meant for revelation. So let them do their work, okay? They're not good for surgery, you already know, and new moons are not good for surgery either, but that's another thing, okay? So this is meant to finish or start something, because this is a really volatile energy. So the energy that we have in this is like start something, got to be starting something, or to end, okay? So goodbye my love, goodbye, and au revoir. I forgot. So that's it. So this is going to impact in a different way the 12 signs. So first things first, you have to look up into your lunar sign. if you have a moon in Aries, just great. Okay, you're going to feel this more intensely. If you have a sun in Aries as well, you're going to feel this in a very heavy way as well. So that's it. This is going to impact people in a different way. I have here the, what is the name? Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I'm always forgetting one word or another, so I had to check up. So I'm going to throw a card or two for each sign, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about the impact of this full moon in Aries in each one of the signs. So first things first, Aries. Full moon in Aries. I feel that this is quite obvious, okay? So this is concerning your, I feel you cannot already hear the music, can't you? Can you? Yeah. We have a fair going on next to my house, street. Yeah, that's it. They're testing sound. They're doing sound tests. So, and it's Friday. God, Jesus. So, first things first. So, Aries, this is about your identity, dear Aries. I feel this is really obvious in the last 7 months. What have you been doing? Are you feeling vital? Are you feeling that you are living the life that you meant to live? That you are being true to yourself? This is all about you yourself, okay? This is all about your energy. A card for Aries, enthusiasm, Sun in Sagittarius. This is enthusiasm for you guys, okay? So if you're feeling that you're under any kind of submission, you're going to rebel against it. But I feel enthusiasm. I feel that you are shining, okay? So after that, we have Taurus. And Taurus, my oh my, this is going to hit your 12th house. That's sabotage, illusions, feeling a little bit drained. So I feel this has to do with, I don't know if you're having a nervous breakdown, but I feel that you have to clean up the closet, okay? This is for cleaning up the closet. Eminem comes to mind, and he's a Libra sun sign. So tonight you're cleaning up your closets. Like, you're going to feel really emotional, a little bit drained for everything that is happening, okay? So a card for Taurus. And we have riches and power. But riches is here in Saturn and Capricorn. So I don't know what has been happening since 2020. Perhaps you are feeling that you are powerless or something like that when we have an affair. I don't know if this is concerning with an affair or relationships that you have going on, okay? But perhaps, and we have versatility. That's something that you have been trying to work on since 2020, perhaps, okay? Being a little bit more versatile, okay? Not getting stuck into situations. After that, we have Gemini, and this is going to be about celebrating in group, okay? Because this is hitting your 11th house. So perhaps you're celebrating with a group of friends, or you're cutting the cord with several people. So if you have your ascendant in Gemini, this is also, you know, okay to think about. Perhaps this is celebrating, and you can be doing this all at the same time. I'm having a Gemini rising, and I'm doing this at the same time. I'm celebrating with a group of people, several things, and others I'm just cutting the cord because it's not, you know, it's not meant to be. So a card for Gemini. And we have achievement, Sun in Capricorn with practicability. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit more practical nowadays. And we have status, Jupiter in Taurus. And we have flirtation. So kudos to you guys. You're celebrating and you are gathering the ones that are meant to be your friends, okay? The ones that are meant to be your friends. After that, we have Cancer sun signs, and this is hitting your 10th house. So this is all about your career peak. Where are you right now? Are you celebrating your career? Are you where you wanted to be? Perhaps this is a revelation about the path that you chose. Perhaps you are happy, perhaps you're not happy, but you're going to discover if you are truly aligned with what you decided to do and work during your lifetime, okay? So a card for you, dear Cancer Sun signs. And we have versatility with negotiation, okay? Anything else? Whoop! We have order. And order is the moon in Virgo. I have notifications on my cell phone, god damn it. I have ostentation, but it's the Saturn in Taurus. And we have authority. Most of these things have this kind of like, yeah, publicity. And Jupiter is good. You have to remind yourself that Jupiter is still in Cancer, so you are expanding, and perhaps you're expanding too fast and you're doing too many things, and you're trying to be versatile and have authority in your own lane and business. But this is going to be a revelation about what you should be doing in your it's not workplace, but in your career, the things that you chose, okay? This can be a revelation about, well, I'm not happy doing this, or perhaps it's just like, yeah, I'm really happy doing this. Or this can even be you like stepping up in your career and, you know, being held accountable by a big achievement that you had, or something that you really, sorry, I'm not thinking like absolutely straight in English with this music and this sound distortion going on. I'm really sensitive to sounds, really sensitive to sounds. I hope this is not making a distortion in the this is, and on top of that is bad music, you know? What the fuck? And it's bad music. I don't even know what it is. I hope it's always the same, you know. In every country we only have like 3-4 bands, 3 or 4 singers, and it's always the same that is playing. It's just, I feel that, you know, internet came up with like this kind of democracy, and even internet is like, you know, presenting with the algorithm all the same, all you know, the same things over and over again. Well, they stopped a little bit. Let's make the most of it. But as I was saying, in Cancer Sun signs, you're going to feel that you're in the right place, or that you have to take another road, okay? Another road. After that, we have Leo, and Leo, it's going to hit your 9th house, Leos. So what makes you feel alive? Perhaps you are going to be willing to adventure yourselves in something new, or travel, or learn a new skill, something like that, okay? Because it's going to present yourself like, well, I should be learning, I don't know, Japanese, or I should be learning to make soap, or perhaps I would be really I would be really happy living in India. Well, I don't know, I'm just, you know, making this up, okay? So let's see. It doesn't mean that you're going to book a flight, and you know, that's not it. Book a flight and just leave everything behind, but it's going to, you know, come like a lightning. It's going to strike you like a lightning. We have health and negotiation as well, but I was talking about lightning, and there you have a sun, practicability, that's it, most of things, and caution, okay? So anything else? We have excitement and secrets. Perhaps what you're going to want to do is about uncovering something about yourself or others. This could be shadow work. This could be learning a new skill that is going to improve your health, okay? This could be it. After that, we have Virgo, and this is going to hit your 8th house. So this is deep. 8th house is transformation, sex, intimacy, life, death. And this is concerning analysis, okay? Analysis of your relationships, of your sexual life, of your partnerships, and the way that you spend money, okay? A card for you guys, Virgo. This is going to be a revelation concerning all these things. Could be concerning death, or birth, or intimacy, or sexuality, or the way that you invest in life, okay? We have fortune, amazing. And after fortune, we have innovation. So kudos to you. This can be like really an amazing insight that you have. After that, we have Libras. Happy birthday, Libras. If you already, if already had your birthday celebration, this has always all to do with relationships. So this could be mean divorce, separation, or marriage. Okay, because this is these full moons, they are really connected to deal makers or breakers in relationships. Okay, in relationships. So perhaps if there's anything going on or hanging on, or anything that it could be really close partnerships, it could be like business partnerships as well. There's something that it's not right is going to be revealed. Okay, a card for you Libras. We have detachment, we have defense, and this defense is Mars in Taurus. That's your brother sign. Okay, and we have bluff. Perhaps someone is making bluff. An achievement. I don't know, have you achieved anything and all of a sudden someone changed the way they treated you? Enterprise, and then you feel that you have to detach, and you have patience in here as well. Anything? Concentration. Well, I feel that you are detaching of something or someone. So it's about time, dear Libras. So another card flew. What the hell? And we have health. So your focus is your health and your well-being right now. Okay, that's it. We have status over here as well. After this, we have Scorpio. Are you burning out, Scorpio? Another sign, just like Taurus, that's about to burn out in some way, because Mars is in Scorpio. So perhaps you are really impulsive, feeling really impulsive, with a high functioning libido, and perhaps everything is coming up at the same time, and you're feeling everything at the same time with maximum intensity, and perhaps everything that you've been working for hasn't worked the way that you wanted. I feel that during this full moon you're going to acknowledge that you have to put your health in the first place. Okay, it's going to be because this is going to hit your 6th house. Okay, so if you feel really drained, and this is a full moon in the 6th house, okay, for Scorpio, you're going to feel that you're going to hit the gym or going to hit someone's face. So hang on in there. Publicity, we have romance, we have egotism, whoops, and we have drama. So mind the drama, dear friends, and lust. What I was talking about, libido, hang on in there, okay? Keep in mind, not mess with triangles, romantic triangles, people that are not available, because Venus is going to be a Libra in your 12th house. So that's it. Saturn is retrograde on your 5th, but hang on in there. So Sagittarius, we're going to have an insight connected to babies, creative projects, or romance. It could start or end something in a very, very fast way. Okay, so we have the 5th house in here. In this full moon, it's going to be a celebration or it's going to be drama. You decide. Okay, so a card for you, dear guys. We have originality. It could be really an enterprise of some sort. We have intuition in here. Amazing. We have riches. Whoa. And we have eccentricity. So I don't know, this is a freak on moment with you, but we have caution in here as well. And we have fulfillment. I feel that you're going to feel really comfortable sharing your more eccentric side. Okay, and Sagittarius can be quite eccentric. So yeah, I feel that it's going to be a revelation for you in romance with children. Perhaps this is, I don't know, if your child is going to be born on the full moon. Actually, you have lots of children that this when women start delivering. It's during the new moons and full moons mostly. Okay, mostly, or afterwards, a little bit afterwards, but that's it. Yeah, that's it. So after that we have Capricorn, and this is going to hit your 4th house. And hitting the 4th house, it means that you're going to have a change in the way that you relate to your family. You're going to buy a new home, you're going to buy a new house, you're changing something in your life, your family life is changing. Okay, we have authority in here, Mars in Capricorn actually, okay? Are you becoming a father or a mother? I don't know, okay? So something for you guys, Capricorn. This is going to be a change or an insight that you have about your family, okay? An insight that you have about your family, a realization that actually you were a little bit, I don't know, like an example, or be a little too condescending or too tough judging a family member, something like that. Or perhaps you had to cut the cord with a family member, or perhaps you are trying to make amends with a family member, because we have Sun in Libra, okay? Let's see. For Capricorn, we have negotiation. Here you go. Try to negotiate something. We have escape, well, and we have resourcefulness. So this could mean several and different things to different people. And we have a decision. It is meant to be, and it's, you know, dependent on an acquisition. I'm telling about buying a house or selling a house. This really depends on your chart, okay? That's it. After that, we have Aquarius, and this is all about mindset. It's about communication. It's about the way that you see the world. You are, you know, having insights about the way that you see the world, the way that you communicate, the way that the people communicate with you. You are being much more emotive, you know, communicating with other people. So this is concerning listening to other people's opinions and deciding on your own, okay, as you usually do. But you know, this is about changing mindset, and you're about to have like a really amazing and really emotional full moon that's going to give you direction to do exactly what you want to do, okay? So a card for you, Aquarius. And we have lust. Woo, Jesus. We have intuition. We have convention. And anything else? We have affair. Well, we have so many things. Perhaps this is an assertion. Anything else? We have optimism. I feel that perhaps you're falling in love with something. We have birth in here as well. If we have Sagittarius placements, this could be it. Or Sagittarius or Libra, but it's more Sagittarius aspects. Anything else? I'm curious. We have extremism. That's a kind of like scorpionic vibe to it. Indecision. Well, I feel that you have to make decisions in several fronts in your life, in several aspects in your life. Perhaps dealing with family, dealing with friends. Perhaps you want to do something really different with your life and you're trying to manage everything at the same time. And it's quite difficult because people usually saw you in a specific light and now you have changed everything. And it's okay because Pluto is in Aquarius. It's going to stay in Aquarius the next 19 years. So this is just the beginning, okay? That's it. At last but not least, we have Pisces, okay? And Pisces, this is hitting your 2nd house. And it's a house of investments, of self-care, or perhaps you're going to find a new work, perhaps. And this is the house for not spreading yourself thin, okay? Don't try to save everyone that it's, you know, all around you. Just focus on yourself. You know, Taurus, the 2nd house, it's the Empress, okay? Focus on yourself. Focus on the things that make you feel good in first place. And your resources, perhaps you're going to have like this insight connected to money or the way that you're spending on investing your money. We have publicity, we have fortune, we have egotism. Anything else, people? We have romance as well, that's the Taurus energy. And we have authority. Who knew? Anything else? We have discrimination. And discrimination is seeing something different from another. Okay? Is choosing wisely, because this is Venus in Virgo. Take care of this we have isolation. Neptune in Virgo, do not isolate yourself, but, and we have affair, but be really strategic about what you want. Concentration. And that's it. We're going to leave it here, okay? I feel that Pisces have a lot of things going on because Neptune is going to be in Pisces retrograde and Saturn is already in Pisces retrograde. So everything that you felt that you started on March 2023, I cannot stress this enough, you are ending until February 2026. It's a process. It could be a work, it could be a relationship, it could be a master degree, could be a process on your doctor. I have this thing going on my teeth, you know, like, I don't know how you say the last teeth that we have in here, I don't know how you say in Portuguese, sisos, but I have a thing going on in here, and I discovered something really interesting about, you know, astrology in teeth. Just amazing. I have to share it with you all. But that's it for now. So be mindful, be truthful to yourself during this full moon. Is the most important thing that you can do, because everything is going to be exposed. We are on the season of Libra. Libra is all about being fair and justice, and then it transits into Scorpio, that is, you know, discovering secrets and uncovering stuff. So you see, okay? So that's it. I wish you an amazing full moon in Aries. Thank you all for listening. Over and out.